most jerseys with the blue numbering, beating Virginia across the chest. Regan Trueblood with the first serve for the Cavaliers, and we are underway from Castle Coliseum. Lewis tries to tip it over. Free ball from the Hokies. Strong swing on the outside from Virginia and Bowie. The tip shot, and that one goes in the middle. Varicia Young with the first point for the Cavaliers, and the grad student from Tallahassee, Florida, puts Virginia on the board. A Virginia team, 3 graduate students on this team, all 3 starting for head coach Shannon Wells and the Cavaliers this afternoon. That's Sierra Hecht, Jan, and Trueblood. Trueblood again to Jan, and she's got a second. Back-to-back kills for the number 16 for Virginia. 222 entering play. That's second most on Virginia. But Varicia Young has got 2 kills for both of Virginia's points so far. Serve remains with Trueblood. Turned away. Virginia with the block. Once again, Jan on the block, and it's 3-0 Cavaliers. Trueblood to serve once again. Trouble on the serve receive. Sivering on the outside to Francis, off the block. Gets it to go. Ava Francis, the redshirt sophomore, puts the Hokies on the board. And it didn't look the prettiest off the serve receive from Mangwal Duran, but they were able to knock it up and get the attack from Francis and get the point to go, as now Francis serves it for the Hokies. Mangwal Duran. Now Haley Pierce off the left hand of the blocker. And Pierce with the kill gives Virginia Tech their second points. Pierce, the freshman out of Charlotte, North Carolina, had 10 kills in the win over Wake Forest on Sunday, hit .368 in that winning effort. Now in the middle, a strong swing and a kill. Lauren Bowie, the freshman, with a big swing and the kill. Bowie, one of 4 freshmen on this Virginia squad, and she has played quite a big role in her first year in Charlottesville. 189 kills, 3rd most on the team, 4th most in blocks, as she's got another kill to her great season. That one goes for Virginia Tech. Virginia not able to return it. The roll shot goes for Pierce on the near side. It's now 4-3. Sometimes you just got to take a little bit off it, and that's exactly what Virginia Tech does right there. For their 3rd point is the libero Ileana Rodriguez to serve. Overpass, jump ball at the nets. That one goes to the Hokies as a violation called against Virginia. Trying to set it over the nets. Rodriguez retains the serve. We're knotted up at 4 apiece. And a service error for Virginia Tech, point to the Cavaliers.
Now serving for Virginia, number 16, Varicia Young.
Serve moves to Virginia and Jan. On 5th on the team in aces with 16 this season. That one goes for Virginia. Some confusion there. The line judge was signaling the ball went outside the antenna. The chair referee waved him off. They played the point on, but Virginia wins it nonetheless, as it was a point to Hecht. Her first swing, her first kill in the ball game. On the outside, Mangwal Duran off the antenna. And now Marcy Byers will get a word from it, because it depends who touched it last. If it was off the swing of Mangwal Duran, then off the blocker and hit the antenna, which is what the referee will call, the point goes to Virginia Tech. So point Hokies on it, because again, that antenna is technically counted as out of play. So if it goes off the block and hits that, then it's just as if the ball was hit off the blocker and went out of play hitting the floor. So point to the Hokies. Peterson on that time, turning away the Cavs. A shot from Mengwal Duran. Mengwal Duran with another kill. The long rally ends with a Mengwal Duran kill. And the grad students got her 210th kill on the season. 6-6, we're back tied. Haley Pierce on the serve. Pierce getting the start today again for Virginia Tech. In the middle, off the touch, point to Virginia. The frontline blockers of the Hokies just skim that ball as it goes out of play, and Virginia will pick up the point, and their 7th point in this opening set. This now gives way to the junior setter, Ashley Lee, to go to the service line. Lee leads the team in aces with 30 on the season. Native of Plano, Texas. Mengwal Duran with the kill. Leandra Mengwal Duran with the strong swing on the outside. And it is a 7-7 ball game.
On the floor for Virginia Tech, number 24, Ava Francis.
Francis checks back in. Mengwal Duran to serve. Serve is up. Vermillion on the reception. Borum on the back row attack. And an attacking error on Ava Francis and the Hokies. Point to Virginia. Now, the first time these teams met again over at John Paul Jones Arena, it wasn't the cleanest of matches from the attacking end. Virginia won it 3-2, but they out-hit the Hokies 156 to .099. Both teams struggled on the attack in that game, but it was a battle of stamina. Virginia Tech went up 2-0, and Virginia came all the way back for the reverse sweep to take that contest at home. That's a kill for Virginia Tech. On the near side, it is now 8-8. Sydney Peterson will serve. Lee sets it to Tatter. Great dig by Gomillion. Through the blocker. Point to Virginia. Brooklyn Borum stepping up to the plate, hitting it right to the blocker. And that one falls on the Tech side. Point to Virginia. Borum just a junior on this Cavaliers team. Kill number 136 for the junior. Lewis, the running head starts. Overpass, jump ball at the net. Borum again. Brooklyn Borum seized the opportunity, picked up the kill, and the Cavs are first into double digits. 10-8 now in this first set, as the serve remains with the libero, Milan Gomillion. Francis. Virginia looking to keep it alive. They send the free ball over. Hokies looking to get some offense off it. Turned away by the taping. Borum with the kill. Virginia Tech was trying to plead their case, but Brooklyn Borum picks up another kill. And the debate there was Virginia had the attack on it. If it hits the netting, you still get your initial 3 swings, but the referee said that Virginia Tech touched it, giving Virginia an extra 3 touches, which they utilized, as that time Virginia Tech uses their 3 hits for a Kara Lewis kill. 11-9 as the serve now goes to the setter, Bree Siverling. Just her 16th set she's appeared in this year. A senior out of Prospect, Kentucky. Net violation called against the Hokies, and the point will go to Virginia. So the swing goes out, but the net violation called against Virginia Tech. Marcy Byers asking who was in the net. Nonetheless, 12-9 our score. Virginia on the serve. Regan Trueblood, the grad transfer from Illinois Springfield. Vermillion, the bump set. Rodriguez with the dig, but turned away. Maricia Yun on the block. And the grad student continues to dominate that front line. Yun leading the way with 2 kills, and that's her second block in the contest. Already up to 3.5 points for Virginia. And it's in. A well-placed swing and a kill for Kara Lewis. And the senior from Maryland, the transfer from Maryland, has another kill. That's her second of the ball game, as it's now 13-10, still in favor of Virginia. Ava Francis on the serve. Truba the set in the middle. Bowie on the swing. Net violation called against Brooklyn Borum. Point to the Hokies. Down referee, referee 2 right there to make the call. As now the third-year head coach Shannon Wells will come out and have a word with our referee. Shannon Wells will reach for the green card and challenge. Trying to figure out if Borum was in the net or not. And we will see a challenge from Virginia. So head coach Shannon Wells will challenge the call on the court, which was a net violation called against Brooklyn Borum. And again, this is where it gets a little bit dicey here, because if you go under the net, if you skim the net, or touch the net, it's a net violation. You've got the up referee, the down referees, referees 1 and 2 respectively, and a quick decision from our referee 2, and Terry Martin. He will now make his way on the scores table, and the point remains with Virginia Tech. The left elbow of Borum, they said, touched the nets. So Shannon Wells will lose her first challenge, as the point is staying with the Hokies. Francis continues her service at 13-11, still in favor of Virginia. Here in this regular season finale. Trueblood to Borum. Silverling gives it everything she's got. And the set just soars high of Kara Lewis, point to the Cavaliers, but a great save by Virginia Tech to keep that rally alive. But the Cavaliers are able to capitalize for their 14th point. 14-11, Brooklyn Borum back to serve. Borum, one of 3 Virginia starters to return from last year's team, along with Tater and Yon. It's a kill for the Hokies. Mengwal Duran on the outside with the kill. Peterson will check back in, Rodriguez to serve. It's 14-12 in this opening set. Rodriguez throws it up to her fellow libero, Gomillion. Off the blocker, it's good for the Virginia kill. Strong swing and a kill, and that will take us to our first media timeout. Virginia 15, Virginia Tech 12. You're watching the regular season finale on the ACC on the ACC Network Extra, spending your Saturday. You're watching this ACC women's volleyball clash. 15-12 our score in favor of the Cavaliers. Jan on the serve, and we are back on our way. It's an ace! Baricia Yun comes off the bench out of the media timeout and starts us off with an ace. Her 17th ace on the campaign, and it's now 16-12 in favor of Virginia. Peterson off the block and gets it to go. Block just hit out of play, and the point will go to Virginia Tech. The well-placed shot by Sydney Peterson. That's point 13 for the Hokies. Haley Pierce to serve. Freshman puts it up. Mangwell Duran with the left-handed tip. Gets it to go. Set wasn't there for Mangwell Duran. She made use of it. Just punched it over with that left hand and got it for the point, as it's now 16-14. Pierce retains the serve. Bump set to Hecht. True blood to Hecht again. Ward with the strong swing from the back row. And the volley continues, neither team giving in. And the Cavaliers win it. Sierra Hecht says, I've had enough of this, and slams it home for the Virginia points. But both teams making save after save, strong swing after strong swing, but eventually the Virginia Cavaliers take home that point for their 17th point of the set. Ashley Lee on the serve. Silverling sets it to Mangwell Duran off the blocker. Point to Mangwell Duran and the Hokies. Mangwell Duran had 9 kills and 9 digs on Wednesday in the loss to Clemson. Saw a team-high 37 attempts against the Tigers. And the transfer from Missouri's had a very good campaign her first year in Blacksburg, the grad transfer. Chloe Wilson, overpass. Tatter with the kill. Abby Tatter, the junior from San Diego, wins the jump ball at the nets, and the team's leader in kills has her second in the contest. Tatter, she led the way against Virginia Tech in the first meeting these teams had 18 kills, 6 blocks, and hit a remarkable 441 in the 3-2 win against Virginia Tech earlier this season, as that is an ace for Virginia's Kate Johnson. And now Marcy Byers will come out and take her first time out of the set, as this Cavaliers team is starting to get rolling late in this first set, 19-15 here in the Commonwealth Clash. You look at the series history between these two teams, but it takes time with many things. 19-15 our score, Virginia with the lead. Serve remains to Kate Johnson and the Cavaliers. Pierce from behind the 10-foot line, takes a little off, it trickles over the nets for a Haley Pierce kill.
Now serving for Virginia Tech, number 20,
Half the battle's getting strategic with it, and Pierce just took a little off it, well-placed shots with the kill. 19-16 our score, as Peterson throws the serve up. Not enough on that one. Bourne turned away, the block for Virginia Tech. Kara Lewis on the block. Lewis, the team leader in blocked, her 87th on the season. And now it's back down to a 2-point deficit. Line drive serve. And it's in, a kill. Abby Tatter with the kill. Tatter, a 48% kill percentage this season. 286 kills in just 583 attempts. So 48% of her swings go for the kill. And it's a block. Chloe Wilson with the block, and it's 21-17 as the Cavaliers inch ever so slightly closer to that first set win, but they got to close it out 21-17. Overpass, and Virginia wins it. Wilson again, just to flex it down. Milan Gomillion, the junior transfer from Maryland. Again, the overpass. Lewis with the running head start. Second touch, the free ball from Gomillion. Violation called against the Hokies, point to Virginia. A good volley ended by the whistle as Gomillion will retain the serve at 23-17. Francis, the strong swing. Brings the velocity out, kills it over the net off of Gomillion for the Hokies' 18th point. 23-18 where we stand in this opening set. Zivverling on the serve. One-handed set from Lee. Pierce, and it's just out. By a matter of inches, Haley Pierce misses that back line, and Virginia's got their penultimate point in this opening set.
Also checking in, serving number 20.
Trueblood back to serve. Set point Virginia. 24-18. The Cavaliers bench putting the one finger up as they await this point. Serve is up. Francis, the attacking error, and Virginia as their 25th and the set clinching point. The Cavaliers take down the Hokies 25-18 in this first set. And they have the one with the blue numbering, leading Virginia across the chest. Underway in set number 2. Bowie in the middle. Gets it to go, and Lauren Bowie's got the first point for the Cavaliers. Virginia took the opening set 25-18. Just the 11th time this season Virginia won the first set. They are 6-4 the previous 10 games when they win the first set. Lewis on the running head. Started off the touch of Borum. Point to Kara Lewis and the Hokies. Although for Virginia Tech, you look back on that contest they played Sunday against Wake Forest. They dropped the opening set to the Demon Deacons, but they came back and won the next 3 to Wake Forest en route to a 3-1 victory over the Demon Deacons. So they've definitely been out of it, been out after that first set before, but they fought back in it to take the overall match. Silverling to Pierce. Dig comes all the way back over. Lewis again, that one in the nets. But it just shows you how much velocity Virginia Tech puts on that swing. The fact that the dig from Virginia comes all the way back over the net. Strong swing, but nonetheless, the Cavaliers take the points, and it gives way to Jan back on to serve. Cavaliers lead at 2-1. Service error against Virginia, and we're tied up at 2 apiece.
Serving for Virginia Tech, number 4, Ileana Rodriguez.
First service error against Virginia in the contest. And a team that's really cleaned up the errors for Virginia. Only one attacking error in the ball game, and that is a kill for Virginia. But as I was saying, only one attacking error in the ball game. A team that struggled as of late hitting. They have not broken 180 in the last 4 matches on the hitting percentage side. They've only broken the .200 mark once since the start of October, and that was against Miami in a loss. It's a kill. Haley Pierce on the outside with the kill. But the name of the game is just not making the errors. And if you can do that, you'll be very successful in the overall match outcome. 3-3 our score. Both of these teams looking to pick up this second set. Pierce on the serve. Strong swing and a kill. Sierra Hecht, the grad transfer from Texas A&M, with a kill. That's her third kill of the ball game, and it's 4-3 Cavaliers. Hecht, 198 kills at Texas A&M the last 4 years. Very good down being an Aggie. Transferred her grad season to Virginia, coming and playing in the ACC. Mangwell Duran. Off the touch, point to Virginia. Referee had to think about it for a second. Originally signaled right, but then went left, giving the point to Virginia. And the Cavaliers have their 5th of this second set. Mangwell Duran with the kill. Leandra Mangwell Duran with another kill. And Mangwell Duran has been catching fire as of late. 9 kills against Clemson, 14 against Wake, 13 against NC State. That's 36 kills in the last 3 matches for number 17 on the Hokies. So she's having a strong end to her season. And that one's out. Tatter not able to keep it in. Attacking error against the Cavaliers, point to the Hokies. Moves us back to 5 apiece. Serving error against the Hokies. Their second serving error. Go back to that first set to look at the numbers. Virginia out-hit the Hokies 351 to 190. Only 1 error for Virginia compared to 8 for the Hokies in that first set. As that one goes for Virginia points as they extend the lead to 7-5. Gomillion back to the service line. Francis cross court, too much on it. And it's out of play. Gomillion retains the serve, a 3-0 Virginia run. Trouble on the serve receive as it's an ace for the Cavaliers. Milan Gomillion with the ace. Her second of the contest, 15th on the season. Again, trouble on the serve receive for the Hokies. Dug up from Lee. Free ball from the Cavaliers. Off the blocker, and the touch, point to Virginia Tech. Ava Francis wins the volley for the Hokies.
Now serving for Virginia Tech.
And on that last point, you got to give credit to the Virginia setter, Ashley Lee. 2 great digs, keeping that volley alive. Setter leads the team in assists, but second on the team in digs. As the 50-50 ball at the net, won by Siverling and the Hokies. Bree Siverling continuing to play well in her most recent matches, her 3rd start in the last 3 matches today. The setter gets it to go. The sneaky setter play, and the point to Virginia. One of the hardest plays to defend when the setter goes up to set it, but instead just angles her arms and sets it over the net for the points, fooling Virginia Tech as the serve returns to True Blood and the Cavaliers. Serving error against Virginia.
Serving for Virginia Tech.
Now Siverling to serve for the Hokies. 10-8 our score. Here in this second set, UVA leads 1-0. Francis again through the block with the kill. And Ava Francis has her 4th kill of the ball game. Francis had 6 kills against Virginia in the first meeting and a career-high 15 digs on the road at John Paul Jones Arena, as that one is a kill. Virginia, the strong swing, finding the floor in the back row for their 11th point of this set. Vermillion checks back in, Johnson checking out. An ace, a service ace for Virginia and Brooklyn Borum. Borum had a career-high 3 aces against Virginia Tech in last year's meeting at the Memorial Gymnasium. Definitely accustomed to serving some aces against this Hokies squad. A block, Francis goes up with the left hand and mistimes it, but still gets a hand on it and deflects it back over the net for the Hokie points. 12-10 now. Francis to serve. And that one is in, a well-placed shot by the Cavaliers. And they've got their 13th points. Cavaliers getting very crafty with it. Smart, well-placed, precise shots for Virginia. Yawn gets the serve back. Standing serve, and it's an ace! Maricia Young on the ace. 5th on the team entering play with aces, and that is her 2nd in the contest. (14-10) where we stand. Third touch free ball. Lewis makes the productive offense out of it. Lewis with the kill after the Virginia free ball, and the Hokies cut it down to a 3-point deficit. Ileana Rodriguez to serve, a grad transfer from St. John's. Setter sends the free ball over. Severling to Mangwell Duran for the kill. Leandra Mangwell Duran picking up kill number 8 in the ball game, team's leader in kills. And Mangwell Duran continues her solid outing so far today. And that one's out, an attacking error against Virginia. Point to the Hokies as they cut it down to 14-13. Ileana Rodriguez looking to keep the momentum with the Hokies. The block is just out. Point to Virginia, and this will take us to our 2nd set media timeout. Cavaliers lead it 15-13 in the 2nd set. We'll be back from Castle Coliseum with more Forest. 15-13 our score. Virginia to serve it. Ashley Lee, the setter. We're back on her way. Set just goes high, an attacking error against Virginia. Point to the Hokies.
Now serving for Virginia Tech, Haley Pierce.
I also want to point out the fact this Virginia team, 11 different players have touched the court for Virginia so far. We're only in the second set, and there's only 14 players dressed for Virginia today. So 11 out of the 14 have seen action so far inside Castle Coliseum. Going to show the depth, and Aylward. Aylward kicks it up. Mangwal Duran, the tip shots. Rolls over the taping. Off the block. And that's a kill for Virginia. The Cavaliers rebound, win it. But what a save by Elizabeth Aylward. The first swing knocked her to the ground. She was still on the ground. The ball came back to her, just stuck the right foot up, kicked it up, and dug it up somehow. You can play it off of any part of your body, and that was a good first touch for Aylward, but the Hokies unable to win that first points. Aylward the bump sets. And that's a kill. It's the floor point to the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia swinging hard at the net. Hitting .290 in this contest. As they have their 17th point in this second set. Serve goes to Kate Johnson. Setter with the power dump. And it's good. Bree Siverling with the crafty point for Virginia Tech. Cuts it back down to a 2-point deficit. As Ava Francis will check back in. Mangwal Duran on the serve. That one goes for Virginia once again. Finding the open space. Now the libero Milan Gomilian goes back to the service line. 18-15 in favor of the Cavaliers. Gomilian digs it up. Carpaccio just sets it over. Too much power on that one for Pierce. This is the back line, attacking error of Virginia Tech, as Marcy Byers will come out and take her first time out in this second set. Virginia 19, Virginia Tech 15 here in this second set. The Cavaliers looking to extend their lead to 2-0. Now, while Virginia will look to even it off at 1 apiece. The fourth-year head coach Marcy Byers taking her first time out. Came over to this program in January of 2020, formerly serving as the head coach at Radford University, winning his head coach in Highlanders history, looking to build a dynasty here at Virginia Tech. And again, after a little bit of a slow start, you look at her previous 4 years, 6 wins, 12 wins, 11 wins, and now here this year, 13 or 14 wins in year number 4 for Marcy Byers. But you look at all the ACC greats, Pitt, Florida State, Louisville, Georgia Tech. They didn't build a dynasty over a day. It took them years to build out that program, and that's something that head coach Marcy Byers is looking to establish and build for a long-term goal as she's recruiting these future classes and really building the future of volleyball in Blacksburg. And as for Virginia, the same thing there, a team that had a winning season back in 2015, but has not had a winning season in the last 8 years, as 2023 will be the Cavaliers' 8th consecutive losing season, as the best they could do is 11-17 this year if they can walk out of Castle Coliseum with a win. Hey, but 13th place in the ACC is still up for grabs for the winner of this ball game. You look at the upper half of the ACC standings. Pitt ranked 3rd in the country. They've already clinched a share of the ACC championship this year. It's just a matter of will Florida State join them if they can beat Boston College today. Louisville comes in at 3rd at 15-3. Georgia Tech at 4 at 13-5 in the conference. NC State at 5. Miami at 6. Those 6 teams are really looking at the NCAA tournament this year. Of course, the winner gets the automatic bid, but the other 5 or so looking to be the at-large bids into the NCAA tournament, with Selection Sunday happening tomorrow, the last Sunday in November. Serving error against Virginia, point to the Hokies. 32 teams getting an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. Trouble on the serve receive for Virginia. 29 of those 32 already clinched. As the block turns away, point to Virginia. 20-16 Cavaliers lead. But 29 of the 32 automatic bids have already been clinched. The ACC, of course, still up for grabs, either Pitt or Florida State. The Big East has their conference championship today, Creighton and St. John's. And in the Big West, Hawaii and Long Beach State playing later today. Those are the 3 automatic spots still left to be clinched today. And again, tomorrow, the full field will be announced for the NCAA selection show. Gomilli in the bump sets. Borum with the kill. Brooklyn Borum going cross court off the touch with the kill. And Borum continues to swing very well on this Saturday afternoon. Her 6th kill of the contest. And she's hitting over 280. Now over 330 with that kill, as it's an ace, a service ace for Virginia. And number 23, Regan Trueblood. Trueblood, her 3rd stop of her college career, started her career at IUPUI, transferred to Illinois Springfield, and now ended up in Charlottesville for her grad year. Roll shot works to perfection for Francis. Ava Francis with another kill. That's her 5th of the contest. Tied for 2nd most in the match for Virginia Tech, tied with Pierce and Lewis. An ace skimming off the hands of Johnson for the ace of Bree Siverling. Her 7th ace of the season, 1st of the contest. And Virginia Tech has their 1st ace of the ball game. Another one. Back-to-back serving aces for Siverling. And it's now 22-19. Borum turned away. Lewis and Pierce on the far side for the block. 22-20, the Hokies have 3 consecutive points. And now head coach Shannon Wells comes out to call her first time out of this. Leads it 4.5-0. Of course, that half point coming the first volleyball meeting these teams had at John Paul Jones Arena. It takes 12 points to clinch it, and it's the 10th edition of the Commonwealth Clash, or some rendition of it. UVA's won 6, Tech has won 3 of the Commonwealth Clashes. Formerly the Commonwealth Challenge back in 2005. That was stopped in 2007. Was reinvented as the Commonwealth Clash in 2014, and then brought back in 2021 as the Smithfield Commonwealth Clash. And Again, the 10th year that these teams will battle to take home the Commonwealth Clash. Sieverling back to serve. And Virginia's timeout ices the server. The serving error against Virginia Tech gives the Cavaliers their 23rd points. Brooklyn Borum back to serve. Pierce in the middle with the kill. Haley Pierce steps up to the plate, strong swing and the kill. And it's now 23-21 as Ava Francis goes back to the service line. Overpass Lewis wins it for the Hokies. Kara Lewis capitalizing on the overpass. And it's now 23-22. Francis to serve. That one's out of play. Jan can't keep it in. And we're tied at 23. Shannon Wells coming out, talking to her squad. Marcy Byers looking on calmly as we're tied at 23 apiece. Francis on the serve. And a serving error gives the advantage to Virginia. Again, you got to win by 2. So that 24th point crucial for Virginia, as now it is set point Cavaliers. And Shannon Wells will make a substitution, bringing on Haley Velasquez, the junior defensive specialist. And Velasquez will serve. 9 aces on the season. Velasquez, the junior out of Wilmington, Delaware, looking to close off this second set. Mangwell Duran off the blocker. Gets it to go. And we are tied at 24 apiece. We've got some extra volleyball in this second set. Velasquez subs out. In her place, Trueblood. And that's got to be tough for Velasquez. Coming off the bench, been iced all game. Throws the first serve up, but Virginia Tech takes it. Elward on the overpass, and Virginia capitalizes for point 25, and we've got a second set point for the Cavaliers. Ashley Lee checks in, she'll serve. Advantage Cavaliers, 25-24. It's set number 2. Overpass, and Virginia takes set number 2. Tater there, using the left hand just to tip it over. And Virginia takes set number 2, 26-24. The Cavaliers. And match number 28 for the Cavaliers this season. Trueblood throws up the serve, and we are underway in set number 3. That block just out of play, and Virginia Tech first on the board in set number 3. This Virginia team showing off their size in the front row. A couple blocks turning away the Hokies, and Virginia Tech needs to regroup, keep swinging, but they eventually did and got the point out of it. 1-0 Virginia Tech. Borum. Bowie off the blocker, gets it to go. Lauren Bowie, the freshman, with the kill. And again, Virginia, they are showing off their depth. 12 different players have played in this match for head coach Shannon Wells in the Cavaliers. There's only 2 players dressed for today's match that haven't entered the match today, as that is a kill for Virginia Tech. Haley Pierce on the near side. And the freshman from North Carolina has her 7th kill of the contest. And Pierce has been such a valuable addition to this Virginia Tech team. Missed a lot of the early parts of the season with an injury. Returned last month, has only played in 55 sets this season, but has been so dominant in those 55 sets. 121 kills to her name to date. As Virginia is unable to keep that one alive, point to the Hokies as they extend their lead early in this set. Rodriguez to serve. The libero, grad student. To run up and throws it up. Cross court, no touch, point to the Hokies. That one's out. Too much on it off the swing of Hecht. And it's 4-1 Tech. Virginia's first attacking error of the set. Rodriguez with a serving error, and the team's exchange errors, moving our score to 4-2. Going back to that second set for a second, looking at the numbers of it, Virginia hitting 229, the Hokies 286. Virginia 13 kills and 5 errors. The Hokies 14 kills off 4 errors. But the big stat so far today has been the aces. Virginia out-serving Virginia Tech, 7 aces to 2 aces. And it just shows a lot can be won from the service line, as that is a service error against Virginia, giving the point and the serve to Virginia Tech. True blood to Hecht. Hecht with a strong swing off the touch. And Sierra Hecht, the transfer from Texas A&M's, got another kill, her 5th of the contest.
Checking in number 20, Chloe Wilson, serving number 5, Ashley Lee.
Tatter leads this Virginia team with 9 kills in the ball game. Borum's behind her at 6, and then you got Hecht at 5, Bowie at 4, Jan at 3, Wilson at 2. And those have been the main sources of offense so far for Virginia this afternoon. Swing in the middle and a kill. Lauren Bowie with another. Lauren Bowie's having a pretty good season, the freshman from Westerville, Ohio. Earlier this year, a game against Columbia, she had 20 kills. It was only the 4th game of the season for Virginia. 20 kills off 35 swings, which is a .514 hitting percentage, which is remarkable. But it was the most kills in a match by a Virginia first year since 2017. So she put her name in the record book early in Charlottesville, as that's a kill for Virginia Tech, as they extend their lead to 6-4. Hokies keep on swinging and eventually get it to fall. Andra Mengwal-Duran now to serve. Here in set number 3 from Castle Coliseum. Hecht the overpass, and Peterson's there to capitalize. Sydney Peterson. Strong swing and the kill. And it's now 7-4. Peterson's got her 3rd kill of the contest, as Mengwal-Duran remains on the serve. Hecht turned away by the taping. And Virginia Tech's got another. The Hokies continuing their hot start in this 3rd set, 8-4. Mengwal-Duran back to serve. And it's an ace, a service ace for Leandra Mengwal-Duran. And now head coach Shannon Wells comes out and will take her first time out in set number 3, 9-4. Start in this third set, they lead it 9-4, but as you see, third-year head coach Shannon Wells trying to rally her Cavaliers. Fight back in this third set. They lead 2-0 on this Saturday afternoon. Shannon Wells, the ninth head coach in UVA program history, was named to the position in 2021. Her previously serving at the University of Florida under legendary coach Mary Weiss before coming to take the head job at Virginia. Braden Shank with you. So glad you're with us on the ACC Network Extra. A double will be called against Virginia. A ball handling error against the Cavaliers, and Virginia Tech has their 10th point and they're first into the double-digit land in set number 3. Mangwell Duran to serve. Overpass, Francis. Wins it for the Hokies. Ava Francis capitalizing at the nets. And Mangwell Duran continues her serving run. Hokies have won the last 5 points. A 5-0 scoring run for Virginia Tech. Peterson, the left-handed touch. Peterson pushes this one, and that one will hit the ground. Point to Virginia Tech. Virginia tried to keep it alive, but the Hokies have their 12th point of this set. And now Shannon Wells will take her second timeout of this set, her second and final timeout of set number 3, as she will talk things over with her assistant coaches and her team. But Virginia Tech, 6 consecutive points. It was a 6-4 ball game in this third set, but then the Hokies have really taken it and run with it so far in this third set, as UVA will take their second timeout within the span of the last 3 points. Assistant coach Kevin Carduzzi sitting in the middle of the huddle. I'm going to keep the intensity up here. They've got the advantage, don't lose it. 12-4, Virginia Tech leading in this third set. Again, Tech needs to win this set to extend the match to a 4th and 5th set if they wanted to get the win here in Blacksburg. But they're just taking it 1 set at a time right now, focusing on the next point and the point after that. Try to keep this match as close as possible. Good volleyball season overall. Again, started all the way back in late August with some early season tournaments. Virginia Tech hosting 2 tournaments, went to Toledo, went to Lehigh for tournaments. Started the year 10-0, lost their first game to East Carolina in the Virginia Tech Classic before they moved to the ACC part of their schedule. Started off on a little bit of a rough patch, losing to Florida State, losing to Miami, Georgia Tech, Clemson, then they got to win against Syracuse. They got to win against Notre Dame, Wake Forest, those 3 wins in conference. But again, a lot of tight matches for Virginia Tech that they just were on the losing end of, not able to overcome the hump. I mean, you look at some of the results, 5 sets with Virginia, 5 sets with Clemson, losing 3-0 to Clemson on Wednesday, but all 2 out of those 3 sets went further than 25 points. So back and forth battle with the Tigers on Wednesday. But Virginia Tech and Virginia looking to close it out on a high note here today. As it's unlikely that either of these teams would get an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. The NIVC still on the table potentially. But right now they're just focusing on ending on a high note and beating their fellow Commonwealth rival. Mangwell Duran to serve. And that will be a 4th touch, which they don't have. Point to the Hokies. Mangwell Duran will go back to serve for the 7th time now. The grad transfer from Mizzou. And Sierra Hecht ends the scoring streak of Virginia Tech. And the kill silences the Hokies. Johnson and Carvaccio come back in. The places of Borum and Hecht. 13-5 we stand in this third set. Server to Francis. Francis off the blocker. Ava Francis with another kill. And the redshirt sophomore got her 7th on her 18th look. Virginia Tech, 7 players with a positive hitting percentage in this contest. They've had a good day on the attack so far. And so has Virginia, as that is a big kill on the outside. Tatter silencing Virginia Tech on that one. Team's leader in kills. She's been the team's leader in kills in the last 4 matches, and she's led them in points in 5 out of the last 6. So she's definitely been the offensive leader for this Cavalier team, as that's a service error against Virginia. 15-6, a 9-point Hokie lead. So they're in a serving error, and the teams exchange the serving errors. The 7th service error against Virginia Tech in the ball game, as now 23 and 33 check back in respectively for Virginia and Trueblood and Bowie. Million falls down to dig it up. Jump ball at the net, won by Jan and the Cavaliers. Those over passes are just killer, especially when the other team can capitalize like Virginia did right there. 15-8. Trueblood remains on the serve. Million again digs it up. A kill. Mauricia Yun on the kill. And Yun's got her 5th this afternoon. Yun leads a lot of categories for Virginia this afternoon. 4 blocking assists, 2 aces. And that is an ace for Virginia right on cue, as it's Trueblood. Marcy Byers will come out and take her first time out of the set, 15-10, as the Cavaliers are now. (15-10) our score. Trueblood to serve for the Cavaliers. Fans getting rowdy inside Castle Coliseum. Braden Shank with you on the ACC Network Extra. So glad you can spend your Saturday with us, as that is a kill to the back line for Lewis and the Hokies. Francis to serve. A 6-point Hokie lead. Carvaccio dug up from Francis. Power dump from Carvaccio. The block is good. Virginia Tech turns away the Cavaliers. A long rally ends with the Hokies turning away Virginia. 17-10 Hokies. Francis to serve again. And that is a serving error, as Virginia will get the freebie and the serve back.
Number 22 is with Elwood on the floor for Virginia Tech.
Elwood checks back in to the back row. One of 7 freshmen on this Virginia Tech team, a young squad for head coach Marcy Byers. You lose 3 grad students, you have 2 seniors on the squad. Those 5 players are crucial, but 15 underclassmen on this Virginia Tech team. Presumably a lot of them return next year. Help build the depth in Blacksburg, as that is off the hand of Jan. Point to the Hokies. Peterson checks in for Lewis, and Virginia Tech's got a 7-point lead in this 3rd set. And you look at some of the underclassmen Virginia Tech have. Hannah Bohr, the sophomore. Haley Pierce, the freshman. That's a kill for Virginia right there in the middle. Big swing and a kill. You also got Aylward, Francis, the redshirt sophomore. Cates, a sophomore. Olivia Angel, the freshman. So a lot of players that saw crucial time this year for Virginia Tech, coming back presumably next year to Blacksburg. Siverling sets it to Peterson for the kill. Sydney Peterson, the grad transfer from Nevada, with the kill. She had her 100th career points against Syracuse earlier this season. Took the trip up north to Syracuse, New York, took down the Orange, and had a milestone points. Can't get much better than that right there. And it's in, a kill. Tatter in the middle with the kill. And Abby Tatter's got her 11th of the ball game. She's had double-digit kills in 6 of the last 7 matches for Virginia, and she has been above 220 on the hitting percentage in the last 7 matches. That one is out, point to Virginia. Hokies unable to keep it in as the Cavaliers continue to add to their side of the scoreboard. 19-14 now. Lee on the serve. Mangwal Duran off the touch. Gets it to go. Leandra Mangwal Duran on the swing and the kill. Now the grad student native of Puerto Rico will go back to the service line. 20-14. Point to Virginia, they call it a touch. Rodriguez had to play dodgeball with it, thought she dodged out of the way, but instead they call a touch on Rodriguez, and a point goes to Virginia. Johnson will come back in, the sophomore from Gainesville, Florida. Only the 78th set that Johnson has played this season of the team's 103. And it's an ace, a service ace for Johnson. Johnson has a season-high 4 aces this year in matches against Old Dominion, Columbia, and that is her 2nd ace of this contest tonight. Francis, the free ball on the 3rd touch. It's a kill. Abby Chatter on the kill. And the junior continues to dominate at the net as Marcy Byers will take her final timeout. All 4 timeouts utilized in this third set, as it is a 20-17 match as Virginia is looking to play catch up and climb back from that 7-0 deficit they suffered earlier in the third set. Virginia Tech 20, Virginia 17 in set number 3 of the 2023 Commonwealth Clash from Blacksburg, Virginia. Virginia team looking on, enjoying their trip to Blacksburg, Virginia. Again, teams 13 and 14 in the ACC right now. Winner gets the 13th spot, sole possession of it. Loser, 14th place. And Syracuse has already locked up the 15th spot. But again, they're looking to build on this for next year and the years to come. 2 young teams, 2 teams with young head coaches, and a lot of potential inside the Commonwealth. Virginia Tech led by Leandra Mangwell-Duran in this contest. 11 kills off her 29 attempts, hitting a team high, second on the team, 345 behind Peterson, who has a 556 hitting percentage, going 5 for 9 on her attacking attempts. But Mangwell-Duran with 11 kills. You've got Pierce with 8, Lewis with 7, Francis with 7, and Sydney Peterson with 5. That has been the main source of offense for Virginia Tech. As for the Cavaliers, it's the big number 3, Abby Tatter with 13 kills off 17 attempts. Remarkable 647 hitting percentage for the junior from San Diego, California. Then you add on Hecht with 7 kills, Borum with 6, Jan with 5, Bowie with 5, Wilson with 2, and both teams starting to utilize all 6 players on the court.
Kate Johnson continues to serve as well with the end.
20-17 our score. Kate Johnson to serve. Silverling to Francis. Mangwell-Duran unable to keep it alive. Tatter on the kill. And it's now 20-18 as Virginia's won the last 4 points. And the Cavaliers go back on a 4-0 scoring run. A 7-3 Virginia scoring run. It was once a 17-10 ball game, but the Cavaliers have actually it was a 17-11 score correction. The Cavaliers have gone on a 7-3 scoring run. Lita Tatter with the kill. And Abby Tatter continues to march this Virginia team right back into set number 3 as it's 20-19 now. Peterson. Francis, and that's out. Just missing the corner. We're deadlocked at 20 apiece. The Cavaliers have won the last 6 points and have come all the way back in this third set. Tied at 20 apiece. Silverling to Peterson, who just sets it over on the free ball. Shot, Lee keeps it alive. Ali continues. Francis now turned away. Abby Tatter says not today as she blocks the Virginia Tech attack, and the Cavaliers on a 11-3 scoring run right now. Tatter's at the heart of that. 5 kills and a block for 11-3 scoring run for Virginia. Make it 12-3, an ace for Kate Johnson. And Virginia keeps on marching in set number 3. It was a 17-10 ball game in this third set, but Virginia has climbed all the way back. Off the touch, point to the Hokies, and that ends a brutal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0 scoring run for Virginia. First time the Hokies have won a point since 20-14. Tic-tac-toe knocked over. Francis blocked again. Tatter on the outside with the block with help from Chloe Wilson. And it's 23-21. Lewis tips it. And gets that one to go, Kara Lewis. Clever shot right there. 22, Virginia Tech, Virginia 23. As the Hokies look to climb their way back in this third set, they were leading big at one point in this third set, but the Cavaliers have fought all the way back. Either team willing to give in. Lewis, left-handed touch. Borum turned away. Lewis on the block, and we're knotted up at 13 apiece. Kara Lewis, the big block. 23-23. Net violation called against Virginia Tech. That was against Lewis, and the point will go to Virginia. And the Cavaliers have their penultimate point in set number 3, and it's match point Virginia. 24-23 in the 2023 Commonwealth Clash. True Blood to serve. Francis on the attack. Oh, they called a touch. The touch on the Virginia front line, and it extends the sets. Our up referee right there to make the call, and it's 24-24 now. Duran to go million, keeps it alive. The power dump hits the antenna and is out. Point Virginia Tech. Again, you got to win by 2, so now it's set point Virginia Tech. Looking to extend this. Virginia Tech 25, Virginia 24. Francis on the serve. Overpass. Blocked. Virginia stays alive in set number 3. Jan on the block. Hecht checks back in, tied at 25 apiece. Second set so far today to go past the 25 mark. Brooklyn Borum on the serve. Pierce with the roll shot. Hitting through the block. Sierra Hecht with the kill, and now it's match point number 2 for Virginia. 26-25. The Cavaliers looking to close it out and end the season on a high note. Hecht again, off Rodriguez. And Virginia takes the second meeting in the Commonwealth Clash. Picks up another half point on the standings. And the Cavaliers end out the 2023 season with a win over the Virginia Tech Hokies by the final of 3-0 here inside Castle Coliseum. Virginia improving the final record to 11-17, 4-14 in the conference. Virginia Tech falling to 3-16 and will fall to 3-15 inside the ACC conference. That's going to do it for the 2023 ACC Women's Volleyball